Hello and Namaste. In continuation with the ordinary differential equation of first order and first degree, we'll be leading towards the linear differential equations. Now, what exactly the linear differential equation is? If each term in a differential equation, including the derivative, is linear in the term of dependent variable, then the equation is called linear. A differential equation is of the form. Now we'll be dealing here with the two different forms. Actually, most of the books are giving only one form, another form they are just directly covering in the examples, but I just would like to go give it to you both the forms on one slide so that you will understand the difference when to apply which type of form. You will understand it better with the examples. So now dy upon dx plus p into y is equals to q, wherein the p and q, they are the functions of x or the constant. Then it is called a linear differential equation and in linear in y. So what is this linear in y? Concentrate on the dependent variable. So this is a dependent variable which is a linear differential equation and it is in the linear in y. So this is known as the linear differential equation which is linear in y. In that case, in this particular case, the solution of the differential equation is nothing but y into e to the power integration of p dx is equals to integration of e to the power integration p dx into q dx plus c. This is known as the differential equation, the solution of this particular linear differential equation. This is the one form. What the other form says, it says that dx upon dy. So if you'll observe, dx upon dy plus p dash x is equals to q, wherein this p dash and q dash, they are the functions of y or they are the constants. So p dash and q dash might be a function of y or might be a constant. Now this is purposely I'm giving both the things here in front of your eyes so that what will happen, you can easily compare how and when we can say that these are the linear differential equations. If you are just considering the definition, or most of the books are defining only on this particular differential equation or the linear differential equation, this is actually would be covered in the most of the examples. Actually, if you'll observe here, there is almost in a similar way, only the role of x and y would be just replaced. So if you'll observe, the x and y replace, as well as the p and q functions of x, wherein p dash and q dash, they are the functions of y. Purpose they have put that p dash and q dash here so that we can easily differentiate the first and the second form. Normally it's been given only in the one form as a definition. And this particular equation or this particular differential equation is linear in x, and again this solution has been given. If you'll observe, the x would be replaced as only y. That is the only difference, almost in the similar lines, and instead of p we have got p dash, instead of q we have got it here q dash. But though this is almost looking at the similar way, the approach would be a little different in both the cases. Let us discuss about this particular question. Now it's x into x minus 1 dy upon dx minus x minus 2 into y is equals to x cube upon 2x minus 1. Now in this particular equation, if you'll observe, because if you'll observe in the first, the definition, dy upon dx will always have the coefficient of this equation as 1. Similarly, in this also we always have this dx upon dy coefficient as 1. So if we do not have this coefficient as 1, we have to make that coefficient equals to 1 every time to define this particular linear differential equation. And that's the reason we have to multiply here throughout by x into x minus 1 throughout this particular equation. So now after dividing throughout with x into x minus 1. So if we are dividing it in that way, we will be getting something like this, which is nothing but dy upon dx plus p into y is equals to q, where this p and q, they are the functions of x or the constants. But here we are getting the functions of x. What are them? The p is, it is minus of x minus 2 upon x into x minus 1. That is what p is. What? It's a coefficient of y. So we have to understand, and we should be able to read this p and q properly. This q is nothing but the RHS side, wherein this p is nothing but the coefficient of y. So p is minus of x minus 2 upon x into x minus 1. After doing the partial fraction over here, it's just a very simple step. Please do follow the partial fraction decomposition sessions, wherein I have given you a very simple rules of doing the partial fraction in just by one step. No need to go for the traditional method. I have given that method as a hiding method, name as a hiding method. Just you follow that session decomposition, a playlist. you will understand this partial fraction. So just by one step you will be getting this. So P we can rewrite this as the after the partial fraction, and Q is nothing but is equals to the LHS side, and therefore we have got P and Q. Therefore integrating factor, actually integrating factor is what? It's nothing but e to the power integration of P dx has been said as integrating factor here. Why we have expressed this integrating factor? Just because we are having the habit of doing it. That's the reason we have just said, instead of just checking it or saying that e to the power integration of P dx, we have said that as integrating factor. But the approach of, or the equation, or you can say the solution, is little different. So what is it? Integrating factor is integration of P dx, so minus of 2 by x minus 1 upon x minus 1. So if we'll do it in that way, we'll be getting e to the power minus of 2 log of x plus log of x minus 1. So for property of logarithm, e to the power log of x minus 1 upon x square, e log, therefore it is x minus 1 upon x square as the integrating factor, and therefore the solution is, this is what is the solution of this particular equation, and therefore we'll be having, just we'll be replacing it. So e to the power integration of P dx, which is x minus 1 upon x square into y, is equals to integration of x minus 1 upon x square into q. Q is this entire thing here. So if you observe here, we will be having this as this x minus 1 and x minus 1 will go from here, x square will also go from here, and will remain here with just integration of 2x minus 1 dx, which will be giving the answer something like this. And therefore we'll be having, so this is nothing but y is equals to x cube into x minus 1 upon x minus 1 plus cx square upon x minus 1. This is what is the final answer for this particular linear differential equation, right? Okay. Just by arranging some few terms here and there, we'll be getting this, because this x minus 1 and x minus 1 will go from here and will be remaining here with the answers, right? Okay. So now the next question is solve 1 plus sine of y dx is equals to 2y cos of y minus x sec of y minus x tan of y dy, right? Now here, this is not given in the format of dx upon dy or dy upon dx. We have to decide whether it's coming under the dx upon dy format, or whether it's coming under dy upon dx. Now let me just try it out with the dy upon dx. So if I'll try to do it in this dy upon dx, it will be little complicated, because if we'll do it in this way, dy upon dx, we'll be having it as 1 plus sine of x, right, upon this 2y cos of y minus x sec of y minus x times tan of y, right? And this is very difficult for us to go about and solve, because we need to express this as dy upon dx plus p into y is equals to q. Now it's very difficult, or rather than it's not possible only to express this particular equation in the format of dy upon dx. That's the reason we have to try to explore the other format, that is of dx upon dy. So in this way you have to understand, just you will be getting this type of understanding, whether it's a dy upon dx format or dx upon dy format, just by making the practice. There is no alternative for the practice in mathematics. You need to have, you should understand that without a practice it is not possible to have an expertise in the mathematics, and therefore we need to go and try for this particular dx upon dy. So this dx upon dy, so if you'll observe here, if I'm doing a dx upon dy is nothing but 2y cos of y minus, so x we are taken out, and we have here sec of y minus tan of y. So minus, because of minus x we have taken out, it's a plus tan of y into x, right? Which is, oh, just a minute, let me just erase it so that you'll be having a clear picture of what I have, what the step I have taken it here. Okay, fine. So it's 1 plus sine of y dx upon dy is equals to 2y cos of y, right, minus this. So this can be expressed as 1 plus sine of y dx upon dy plus 1 plus sine of y upon cos of y. From where we have got that? We have just replaced the sec of y and tan of y in terms of sine and cos. So sec is 1 upon cos plus tan is sine upon cos. So we have just taken the LCM and we have got this at 1 plus sine y upon cos of y. So it's just a simple trigonometry we have done it here, right? And this is equals to 2y cos of y. Now here, as I have told you, dx upon dy should have the coefficient as 1. That's the reason 1 plus sine of y have divided throughout this equation. So after the division here, we'll be getting dx upon dy plus 1 upon cos of y. Because it's 1 plus sine of y here in the second term, it's in the numerator, we are doing it in the denominator, so that will go off. We'll remain here with 1 upon cos of y into x, which is equals to 2y cos of y upon 1 plus sine of y, which can be expressed now in terms of dx upon dy plus p dash x is equals to q dash, where what is this p dash and q dash? It has to be a p dash, okay, just p dash and q dash, please make the change. So it's a p dash is 1 upon cos of y and q dash is 2y cos of y upon 1 plus sine of y. That is what we have done it here, and therefore integrating factor is nothing but integration of, what is it? I've given that, what is this, the formula e to the power integration of p dash dy, right? So it's a e to the power integration of 1 upon cos of y dy, which is e to the power sec of y dy, which is e to the power log of integration of sec is log of sec y plus tan y. Because of this, sec y plus tan y would be the integrating factor, and therefore we know this is the solution. If this is the solution, just put the values of the e to the power integration of p dash dy and q dash, will be getting something like this here. Again, just by simplification, sec y plus tan of y can be expressed as 1 plus sine y upon cos of y, that we are doing it. So 1 plus sine y and cos of y will be here, cos of y will go off, you will remain here with just y here, y dy, so which is nothing but here y square, right? And therefore this LHS or sec y plus tan of y into x is equals to y square plus c. So in this way you have to understand whether this particular differential equation can be expressed in the form 1 or form 2. Purposely I have defined, I have given the color code, because we have to have this form 1 and form 2 next to the next topic, that is of linear differential equation reducible to the linear equation, as well as the Bernoulli's equation. So please understand and remember the color code of those format. Anyways, I'm just trying to give you that also in the upcoming sessions, but still, if you have understood the particular color code of my sessions, you will never miss the correct answer, right? And this is a self-observation slide along with 1, 2, 3 questions along with the 3 different answers. Please do try, give a try for these questions, so that you will understand whether you have really followed what I was just telling or what I was just explaining you. If you are not, go back, play the video, play the session again, understand whatever I have explained, how I have explained, and just try to solve it. If at all any query, please write me in the comment section. I am always available. Yeah, thank you so much. Happy learning.